Currently, I'm at Changi Airport Terminal 3, just waiting for my flight back to Jakarta on Garuda's Airbus A330. Finally, this time is the wide-body aircraft instead of the narrow-body 737 from the previous flight. And the plane that I'll be flying on has a unique livery. It's from the pandemic era where there's a mask on the front part of the plane. It kind of just gives some nostalgic vibes. Feels like the pandemic was like a while ago already with how fast the world is changing. But anyways, I don't expect too much difference between the two aircrafts. I think the seats are gonna be the same. Only difference that if you get a window seat, which I'm getting again for this flight, there's only one person I have to pass through to just walk in the aisle, so it's a bit more convenient flying on the Airbus A330. And yeah, I just want to try the food in the plane. So as you know earlier, I tried the Indonesian option. This time I'm gonna try the Western option for this flight and just see whether Garuda is also really strong in that option. This time again, the gate for our flight is all the way towards the end of the terminal, but thankfully in Changi Airport there's a SkyTrain to take us there, unlike in Jakarta Airport. The signs might only say gates A15 to A21, but if your flight happens to be on gate A14, I'll recommend taking the SkyTrain or it's gonna be a long day walking. Meanwhile, our gate is A18 and it shares a big boarding lounge with gates A16 to A20, but because there are very little flights departing from Changi Airport at that hour, the queue for the security checkpoint for that big boarding area is not too long. Actually, for this flight, Garuda brought in one of their newer Airbus A330s where they typically fly them for longer routes such as flights between Indonesia and Japan or Korea. Besides the in-flight entertainment screen looking more advanced and the tray table being different as compared to the one on the 737, this seat also includes a footrest and a slightly greater amount of legroom. What really struck me for this flight is how empty the seats are around my seat, and this got me really confused on why will Garuda bring their Airbus A330 on this route if not many passengers will fly on it. But anyways, I should not be complaining and just reaping the benefits. With only 1 hour and 20 minutes on this flight, I don't know how the cabin crew is able to cope with the time pressure to serve everyone and take everyone's tray when they're done eating. And to add to the challenge, they're doing this in a wide-body aircraft. This time around, the meal options are both Asian cuisine, and I opted for the beef black pepper and noodles. Overall, this meal is delicious, but I think that the nasi liwet I tried on the flight from Jakarta to Singapore is more tasty. That's just my taste, so I can't just conclude that the nasi liwet is better than the black pepper beef and noodles. But anyways, the cake is super duper delicious to the point that I just ate it quickly. I'm not too sure what cake it is. It might be a raspberry cake. The salad for me is not the best, but I love salad, so I just finished it. Another feature that's not on Garuda's older planes is that you can adjust the in-flight entertainment screen to adjust for in the case that the person in front of you is reclining their seat. The weather in Jakarta as we approach into the city is relatively clear, so it's time to take some beautiful shots.
We would like to say goodbye to our passengers and thank you for flying Garuda Indonesia with Skyteam.